Welcome back to Chichi Kitchen. Today I want to cook some of my favorite Japanese dish, which is the Japanese tuna rice bowl, and I will pair with the cucumber sesame salad. The star ingredients of this episode is tuna. Tuna is a very lean meat because it contains less than 1 gram of fat per 100 gram. It's a good source of potassium, which benefits your bone health. And potassium can also regulate your blood pressure by counteract the effect of sodium. Good, isn't it? And the co-star of this episode is cucumber. Not only is it low calories, but also it packs with antioxidants. Some studies show that it's benefit to your heart health, and some may claim that it can reduce the risk of some type of cancer. And in herbology, we said that this have the cooling effect. So when you eat it, you feel refreshed and hydrated. First, I'm gonna marinate the fish in the sauce. Personally, I think that we consume less sodium when you marinate the fish in the sauce rather than just pour the sauce while you're eating it. Especially in my family because we eat quite a salty food and we end up pour a lot of sauce on top and we drowning the rice and the fish in the shoyu sauce. So this way is another way to control the sodium intake in my family as well. So let's see what I have for the sauce. I have 2 tablespoons of less salt kikoman. I have 1 tablespoon of mirin and about finely grated ginger. It's about half tablespoon. This one I use young ginger because I want the aroma and the flavor. I don't want the heat and the spiciness. Okay, let's mix the sauce first. It's extremely simple. So you just pour the kikoman in, mirin and ginger. Just drop the whole thing in and then you just mix everything well. That is it. It's so simple, isn't it? The next step is slicing the tuna. You can slice it like thin slice or slice it quite thick. For the thin slice, the texture will be lighter and it will marinate faster. It takes only 15 minutes to do so. And because it's so thin, it will pack with the flavor. And when you eat it, the flavor will be stronger. For the chunky part, it takes longer to marinate, about like 2 to 3 hours in the fridge. The texture will be quite thick and it will be quite meaty. The flavor at the end will be subtle compared to the thin slice. You decide which one that you like, but in my family, we prefer the chunky version because we like the meaty texture. I'm going to cut into a big cube. The next step is you toss everything in to the marinade sauce. And then gently use your spoon to move it around. So every piece of it gets the sauce. After you get this, you can just cling film it and leave it in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours. Today I feel a little bit fancy. I just bought like a new vacuum pack and I want to try it. And it will speed up the marination. When you vacuum pack it, it will force all the sauce to go through all the meat just instant. So instead of 3 hours, it reduces down to 15 to 30 minutes. Let's vacuum pack it together. And the trick for this one, don't let it basically clump it down like this. You need to spread it out so it's not on top of each other. I'm going to cling film it, but I'm not really sure how to do it. The instructions say open the thing and put in. I think that is it, like this. Close it, seal it. And then click the green button and magic going to happen. Okay. It's done. I'm just gonna throw this and marinate in the fridge for 15 to 30 minutes. I will prepare the cucumber sesame salad. Let's see the ingredients. 1 cucumber, 1.5 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of stevia, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and about 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame seed. Let's prepare it. For the cucumber, I will leave all the skin on because I want to keep all the fiber. I will use the mandolin to slice it because my knife skill is very limited. For this, I would just cut the top and the bottom end off, and then I'm just gonna slice it. Just sprinkle the sauce on top of it. I will just sprinkle about like 1 teaspoon on top, and then you use your finger. This one will draw out the moisture. If you didn't do this step at the end of the meal, you might get the cucumber soup. I will leave this for 5 to 10 minutes. For the sauce, I put cider vinegar in. I will dissolve the stevia sugar in first. Rock salt in, and then just stir it until everything combines or dissolve. And then the sesame oil, and then a pinch of sesame seed. You can add more later if you want more. I want the flavor to be sour and sweet to pair with the tuna and help it to cut like the saltiness from the fish. After 10 minutes, you can see the water is drawn out from the cucumber. Look how much it is. Squeeze it. Squeeze the water out. Very gentle. And then place it on top of the plate to pat dry it and put the kitchen towel on top and pat dry it, making sure that the cucumber is dry enough and it's not going to leaking out. All in, and then pour the sauce on top. That is it. Let's plate everything together. And look at the rice. It's done. You can see the color between the white one is the Japanese rice and the yellow one is the brown rice. Look at the color of it. It's absorbed all the sauce that we prepared. I'm just gonna sprinkle this on top.
OMG, that is so amazing.
We finished. The recipe is enough for 3 portions. For 1 portion, I pair with half a cup of rice that I prepared, and the calories in total is about 320 calories. Enough talking, let's eat. I will dig in to the fish straight away with a little bit of rice. The flavor is very subtle, very simple, but very delicious. The saltiness is just perfect, and I don't need to add extra shoyu on top, and it's very aromatic. The ginger is cut through really good, but personally I would say I always prefer the normal fluffy white rice, but we are healthy legend. Let's have a slice of this. It's like when you eat food for a while and then you kind of like you get bored with the flavor, you can just eat this to cleanse your palate. That is it. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like it, please click like and subscribe to this channel. If you have any comment or question, please leave it down below. I will try answering all of them. And don't forget, the happiness and healthiness start from your mouth. Bye! Tuna is 300.